I'm not from urban India, so that comes as a blessing to me. These are the people that I sit with, I talk to, how they are treated, what are the problems that they deal with day in, day out.
Bhonsle and in Joram, he's become a shape that he is not.
Right.
His internal process brings a certain shape to the body, and I think after a point it's subconscious for him. Us through the frame who see, that's not Manoj Bajpayee.
A creative person needs only the skill and the life experience to really get the character on the screen. The hard work is something that you always fall back upon. That is something that can't be replaced with anything else.
Hi, this is Ankita from ETimes, and today I have with me one of the best actors we have in Hindi cinema, who is Manoj Bajpayee, as he talks about his film Joram, and director Devashish Makhija. Welcome to ETimes.
Thank you.
And it's such a pleasure to talk to you all because I saw the film and it was very emotionally wrenching. And हम लोग जो इस दुनिया में रहते हैं in Mumbai, हम लोग relate नहीं कर पाते हैं about the problems which a certain community or people from small towns are going through. But as an actor, how did you find that relatability and make it so convincing, because you were so convincing?
I'm not from urban India, so that comes as a blessing to me. I somewhere, the people that it is talking about, they were very similar to the people who were living a few distance away from us. People who have always been, part of our lives. So I come from a village, so they have been part of my childhood, and whenever I go back to my place, these are the people that I sit with, I talk to. I understand their lives, I understand their conflict, I understand their whole work structure and how they are treated. What are the problems that they deal with day in, day out. So it's all of that experience came handy to me when I was preparing for it.
So does that mean that you're still very rooted, despite living in Bombay for so long and being a part of the industry, you're still very rooted in your culture?
Very much. Also it reflects in the kind of films that I associate with. Also, I also feel that most of the theatre actors, they come from lower middle class family. Their education is such that they always look for that rootedness. So that's part of our personality.
For you as a director, to find to find a way in terms of how you're going to treat this story, and it was so emotional, to give it the right treatment and the narrative that it needed with an actor like him. What was the process like, and what was the challenging part?
This particular story, the intent was always to reach out to a wider set of people to say difficult things, because often difficult things are said in a very niche manner, in very niche kinds of stories. So right from the onset, when I had written it many years back, and Manoj sir read it in 2016, in fact, the first draft, then it changed over the years. The intent was always to make it more accessible. So the treatment follows, because I write my own films and I write my own dialogues as well, just so that I can see the film as I'm writing it. So I'm hoping then all the people who read it somewhere can sense what that final film will feel like, even if they don't know what it looks like. And that sense was always there. The whole team was working towards making something this difficult to talk about in the most accessible manner possible.
Absolutely. And I don't want to give out much about the film, but so there were scenes and there were parts where one could read your eyes, the fear in your eyes when you were trying to save your baby.
Right.
And emotionally how attached you were to the baby, and the fact that it showed in your body language. You don't even need dialogue sometimes to convey a message. Some scenes were so impactful. Did you connect to this character even as a father in real life?
You definitely connect to it because one is also father, but not necessarily an actor needs to do that. the life experience itself tells you many things about the character that you are playing. I mean, here in this case, Devashish has not been a father, but he's written it, right? So, and he's directed it. A creative person needs only the skill and the life experience to really get the character on the screen. Yeah, the hard work is something that you always fall back upon. That is something that can't be replaced with anything else. Okay, no matter how instinctive you are. Also, to use that instinct, you have to work very hard and prepare very hard for it.
Your previous outing together, Bhonsle won him a national award. And so this time I'm sure the expectations of the audience also would be high. When you have an actor like this, does it actually challenge you to be more creative and just push the envelope further? How was it this time around?
I have to be more creative when I'm working with him.
In my case, it's about pushing everybody's limits, or pushing the story's limits, because in this one it was physically, I think, very arduous for him.
Did you also lose weight? Talking about physics, it looks like you've lost weight.
I did. Quite a lot of weight I have lost, and losing weight, I think, that's the easiest part. Yeah. The toughest part is to get into the mind of the character, and think like him and move like him. Can only be achieved when your journey is complete from outside to inside.
Yeah, and there's a small test that at least just for me as a filmmaker, when I'm trying to visualize my stories, that I do, and Manoj sir always surprises me, is I try to see the character once he's found his body language in silhouette. That is this unique? Am I feeling this personality, this persona through this body, that the shape this person has taken? And in Bhonsle and in Joram, he's become a shape that he is not.
Right.
His internal process brings a certain shape to the body, and I think after a point it's subconscious for him. He just becomes that. It's us through the frame who see, that's not Manoj Bajpayee. Yeah. That's a different shape. In Bhonsle also, he had done something to his body. From a distance, there's a shot in Bhonsle where we pull out and there are 75,000 people in the Ganpati Visarjan crowd, and he's just walking through them. And till the end, you will know it's him, because it's that certain body that he's made, which is not his body.
Talking about you being a little shy earlier, and now, being more confident. In January, Bandit Queen completes 30 years. It released in January 1994. It's been a while, 30 years.
30 years in this industry, Dev.
And
I won't survive.
And imagine an actor like you who said that Satya के बाद आपको अच्छे roles नहीं मिले. अब आप हर थोड़े महीनों में आपकी फिल्म आ रही है. इस साल 3 and such drastically different movies.
Right.
What do you have to say? This is the creatively best phase for you?
Creatively, I always felt that that was the right time. Like Gangs of Wasseypur, one different genre. Then a Special 26, in middle of the road cinema. It was a drama, cat and mouse chase. Then there was Rajniti. So I was coming up after a downtime for 7 years, Dev. And that was the time I felt that, yes, this is what I wanted. And slowly and gradually, I started getting attracted to independent films. I started enjoying doing independent films and short films. Hardly any one of us could predict that one day OTT or something called OTT platform will come, and it will democratize the whole the industry, and there will be roles for you. People will be knocking your door every day to offer you something very interesting. That the kind of story that you always believed in, the kind of directors that you always wanted to work with. But yeah, in my case, it happened late, but at least it has happened.
No, you can't predict these things. You can just stay ready for them and not stop trying.
Thank you so much. All the best for Joram.
Thank you.
Thank you.